My coworker genuinely believed he was doing everything right with money, no debt, no credit cards, no missed payments. Then HR pulled him aside and quietly explained why his perfectly clean record was actually a problem, the look on his face. That stuck with me. This happened last month, and I still think about it. We just hired a new guy, let's call him Evan, mid-20s, super laid back, always smiling. The kind of coworker who says, no worries, even when things are worries. He was smart, clearly capable, just not great with paperwork. HR was doing the standard onboarding, routine IDs, tax forms, background checks, nothing unusual. Until something came back flagged, not bad credit, not missed payments, not collections, almost no credit history at all. I wasn't in the room, but later the HR rep told us Evan just stared at her like she'd switched languages. He kept saying, but I've never missed a payment. I've never owed anyone money. I don't have debt. And that's when HR had to explain the sentence that no one prepares you for. Not having credit history is its own issue. You know that feeling when the ground shifts just slightly under your feet? That was Evan. He laughed at first like it was a misunderstanding, then he went quiet. The kind of quiet where someone is mentally rewinding their entire life, wondering where they went wrong. By lunch, he still looked shaken. We were sitting in the break room, half eating, half scrolling our phones, when Evan finally said loud enough for a few of us to hear, apparently avoiding credit isn't responsible. He let out this confused, nervous laugh and added, my parents always told me credit cards are how people ruin their lives, so I just never got one. That sentence hit the room like a dropped plate. Because suddenly, no one was chewing. A couple people nodded slowly. Someone else muttered, yeah, same. And right there, without meaning to, Evan exposed something uncomfortable. A lot of us were raised on fear instead of education. Evan wasn't reckless. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't financially irresponsible. He'd done exactly what he was told. No debt, no borrowing. Cash only, debit card forever. He thought he was winning. But the system doesn't reward avoidance. It rewards participation. And no one tells you that until it matters. HR eventually cleared everything. Nothing was wrong, but Evan needed to start building credit if he wanted things like apartments, better insurance rates, or even smoother job transitions in the future. That realization hit him hard. Later that day, he admitted to me, I thought I was ahead of people my age. His voice dropped a little when he said it. I thought I was being safe. And that's when I saw it, not panic exactly, but betrayal, not by people, by an idea. The idea that doing the right thing would automatically protect you. Over the next few weeks, Evan started learning, asking questions, actually Googling stuff most of us pretend we understand. He got a beginner card, a fizz card, something simple. Small limits, automatic payments, nothing flashy. But the shift was visible. Not just in his finances, but in his confidence. He wasn't embarrassed anymore. He wasn't defensive. He was focused. And here's where the quiet, unintentional lesson came in. Because watching Evan go through that realization did something to the rest of us. People started checking their own credit scores, comparing notes, admitting things like, I didn't know utilization mattered. I thought closing old cards was good. I had no idea credit age was a thing. There was no villain here. No screaming match, no dramatic confrontation. Just a system quietly revealing who understood it and who didn't, and for once it wasn't punishing someone for being reckless. It was punishing someone for being careful in the wrong way. That's what made it unsettling. Evan didn't lose, but the illusion did. The illusion that adulthood comes with instructions. That if something matters, someone will warn you. That avoiding risk is the same as being responsible. It's not. And that realization spread through the office like static electricity. A month later, Evan was fine, credit building. HR happy, no lingering issues. But something had changed, for all of us. There was this quiet shift in conversations. Less pretending, more honesty. Evan accidentally became the most educational person in the room, not because he knew everything, but because he was brave enough to admit he didn't, and the justice in all of it. The system didn't reward arrogance. It rewarded learning. Evan didn't get punished for his mistake. He got clarity. And honestly, that's rarer. Most of us aren't irresponsible. We're just navigating rules no one properly explained, doing what we were told, and hoping it counts. Sometimes the real lesson isn't that you failed. It's that you were never taught the game. If this story hit close to home, like the video, it helps more than you think. Subscribe if you want more real stories about quiet lessons and unexpected wake-up calls. And tell me in the comments, what's one adult rule no one explained to you until it was too late? Because chances are you weren't clueless. You were just uninformed.